Alrighty, Megalopolis. Welcome back to another Age of Mythology 1v1. We have in the top corner in blue, what's this guy's name? Tsukuyomi? Tsukuyomi? Chili Willy playing as Tsukuyomi up here in the top corner is blue. Okay. Excellent. He started with a shrine, it looks like, from his Miko, the new unit for the Japanese. We're just gonna have to try this out. Make some cherry blossoms. Sounds cool. All right. In the other corner, we have a Thor player. Looks like Thor. Yeah, got the gold mine. Plain in red, known as Croupy03. See what kind of plays these guys make. He's starting off building a dwarven armory, exclusive to Thor. Has he scouted? He hasn't really done any scouting. Oh, he's been building that, so Zerk's been busy. Does have some gatherers coming out, and he's got 4 dwarves on gold to start off with. We're gonna watch the blue player a little bit, see how these Japanese play out. He's starting off generating favor with his Miko. which doesn't actually give a whole lot of favor, not gonna lie. You're gonna need a lot more than that, but it does generate favor on its own based on the number of resources that it has nearby. So I think even including this gold mine, being next to these trees, you know, not only just turns them into cherry blossoms, but makes it so then it generates favor from the building. It'd be nice to have a like an amount, but you know, they're trying to work with a 1998 UI structure, you know, so I can imagine it'd be hard to like try to recode having a building show how much favor it generates or something. I don't know. I don't know. I guess that's why. Because otherwise they would just, if they knew how to code it in, they would just put the amount, right? Got a temple up. Doesn't have enough to age up just yet. He's got 7 commoners on food. These things are so fast. The Kitsune. Got a goat. The red. Spending more time building than exploring. He's only seen his part of the map. Blue's coming in, checking out red's base. It's a lot of dwarves on hippos, but sometimes you gotta make do. They're only slightly slower, especially since he's Thor. Thor makes them go faster, so normally they're a little bit worse, like 0.8. 0.85, something like that. Making the villagers the ideal choice for gathering things other than gold, but dwarves can do okay, and dwarves cost gold instead of food, so you can really focus on getting food and wood so then you can age up quickly while your gatherers are coming out from gold, but you just need to dedicate a few with gold, which means you only need to dedicate a few. Once you have a dwarf economy going, Chili Willy uses the new moon. He's already building cavalry. Look at that, he's got Naginata riders coming out. Now these are strong. Not only are they anti-archer, but they do anti-cavalry damage. And they already do a lot at 10. That's pretty strong. They're tearing down the unbuilt wall. Why, I don't know. He's just showing Red that he's got an army right there. Or a little raiding party. Now he could have his Kitsune that's over here with the cavalry so then they move faster. Oh no, it's gonna die in 3 hits to Herser. Goodbye to Kitsune. Red managing to take out parts of the wall, calling it a successful raid. Maybe he's just helping his scouts go through a little bit easier. He doesn't know what to expect. He's got a lot of Hersers over here.
Nandes.
A herdman using the gate to escape getting attacked. These Naginatas are not doing a whole lot. Why would you build a shrine here if you're gonna capture, or if you're gonna harvest the deer? Interesting place to put a shrine. I mean, normally you'd want the shrine, them alive, right? Like this is a great spot, but if you kill the deer, it's not.
Nani?
Nani?
準備できたよ。
Naginata is getting attacked by the Hersers as they come through the backside of Red's base. Naginatas are tearing down the gate. Getting surrounded by herdmen. Take out the Kitsune. Successful defense by Red. Red's just chilling in his base, building a second town center now to help expand. Got the economy for it.
Yo.
These Naginatas do have more health and do more damage to the Hersers, but if the herdmen get in,
Skipa.
they also have better hack armor though.
Nandesho.
They're building Samurai, which is a great choice because they do a lot of damage and they counter infantry. So if Red keeps dedicating resources into Herdman because he sees Blue with a lot of cavalry, then Blue will have an advantage using his Samurai to take out the Herdman. They should also take out these Hersers really quickly as well. Is Red thinking about a third town center? Red finds a successful attack or defense here. Blue didn't do anything. He didn't lose any units, but he didn't really do any damage. Red successfully building walls to keep Blue out. Blue breaks in. He's gonna take out one herdman maybe. There we go. And then as the others attack, he runs away. Red loses a gatherer to the rhino. Blue is surrounded. He's gonna get attacked. Gets a kill. Red coming in with Samurai on the side. Keeping Red's army away from home. Manages to break down the wall. The Joro Gumo flings a villager off the way. Samurai coming in. They're awfully slow. 4.2 movement speed. Loses his swamp ability. Will come out and attack the Red's army. Human soldiers of Reds are getting eaten and he doesn't even see it. Look, another one gone. Oh, that dwarf doesn't know what he's doing. Oh, he's safe.
あら、何のこと？
Red building some production over here on this side. Wants to be able to hold off Blue. Blue does not have a second town center, so he's not going to scale as quickly when it comes to his economy versus his military. Two Great Halls coming out from Red. Blue's expanding to other parts of the map. Gonna try to keep Red locked into his walls. If he's successful in doing this, you'll be able to take the map and outscale him economically. But it looks like Blue has not been building as many villagers. We got a 37 to 46 discrepancy. I don't think Blue's gonna expand to a town center. I think he's a one town center kind of man. He's gonna devote his all of his resources in the military at this point, besides trickling out villagers. There's some tight corners. The Naginata riders go in for some villager kills. Managed to take one out. All the armies attacking the Rhino. Take that, Rhino. Red sending cavalry of his own towards to stop the Naginata riders. But these are weak. Raiding cavalry, they're not very strong. 8.8 to 11.3. And they have way less hit points, 116 versus 168. This is an easy win for Blue if he actually attacks, but feels he's gonna lose, so he runs away. Taking town center fire. Red villagers get in the way. They pay the price for it. But Red's chilling. He's got a larger economy than Blue. We're trying to put a sneaky shrine forward in a forward position. I think it's to keep his Miko healing his units.
何？なんだ？何？何？指示ある？
Red has a very large army coming out of his base. Starts taking out the Naginata riders. One goes down. Ooh, all those axes almost killed the second. Now, Blue does have the larger score right now. Is that because he's done more damage militarily? Could be, because his army is way smaller than Red's. Red has a strong front line with a very large throwing axe, backline. Taking out more Naginata riders with ease. Red kind of caught in a pincer attack. If Blue can pull this off. Coming in. Red puts down a foolishly placed healing spring. I mean, it might help him win the fight, but if he loses that, it's going to be a great position for Blue. He's kind of microing his throwing axes, which I think is a terrible idea. But looks like Blue does have the larger army here. Red loses his entire force. Forced to retreat. Man, Hertzers are strong against myth units, but they don't really have a lot of damage or health, I've noticed.
準備完なんです
They're very expensive, and look at the samurai's health. It's a heavy samurai, right? So take that into account. That's 238 health. That's crazy. That's not building a Herzer, but I think a Herzer has around like 150, and you can't upgrade it. It's just your hero unit against myth units, right? That's the reason you build Hersers, is if you're going up against myth units. They don't really do a whole lot against human soldiers. I would mix them in because your enemy might mix in some myth units, right? So if they mix in myth units, then it's nice to have 4 or 5 Hersers, so then you can take it out really quickly. Expanding out of his base, but just to get resources. He's not gonna build a second town center, it looks like. And Blue successfully manages to take this healing spring. This is terrible for Red. I don't know why he did that. He just gave Red a free healing resource, god power basically. Blue chooses to hold it on the edge. Blue uses a blue moon god power to quickly gain a lot of technologies.
Goshijio.
Blue coming in with his army, but there's hill forts protecting this area now. Gonna go and try to take it down quickly. Red using frost to freeze Blue's army in place. Blue coming out with his Mythicate god power of his own, Dragon Typhoon. Path of Destruction. Wow, look at all the damage it did. This decimated Red's army, yeah, and I would call it too. Right after that Typhoon hit, there was nothing left of Red's army except for whatever was tanky. Looks like it did 120 damage to units, so anything with less than that health, like a villager, was just destroyed. Wow, great fight. Blue manages to take the win here. Does have a higher score. Managed to made it to age 4 off of 1 town center. Red had multiple town centers and he wasn't able to expand resource-wise. Let's take a look at the resources. Blue had him beat. Red even had a 2nd town center. Wow, Red had more villagers the entire time. Up until that Typhoon, at least. But he had a larger economy. Or you'd think so, but when it comes to resources, they were neck and neck. Is this just resources stockpiled, or they see that this is where they spend resources, right? These drops. Oh, blue did have more resources in the end. Anyways, that's how it goes. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate it. Like and subscribe. You can leave a comment, provide feedback. That'd be great. But above all else, just remember, stay awesome out there. I mean it. All right. See ya.